What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Torae, live out of Brooklyn, New York, Coney Island, be exact. You know, what inspires me to be who I am is just my love of not only the music but the culture. You know, like I like to say I'm a servant. I'm a servant of hip hop. You know, I try to pay it forward. I try to do, you know, whether it's here, serious, you know, doing a radio show or being an MC at a live show or being an MC performing at a show or being an A&R for an indie label. Like, I pretty much do any and everything in hip hop, just because I feel like that's my job. Like as a student, as a person who loves the culture, as a person that wants to try to help push it forward. You know, whether I can get in and do some service, that's where I'm at. I'm actually doing this show for charity this week for the Boys and Girls Club. You know, when I was asked to do it, you know, of course I jumped at the opportunity, but because I used to be one of those kids at the Boys and Girls Club, you know, so whatever I can do to kind of raise money for after-school programs, you know, some of these kids are latchkey kids, you know, their parents have to work or they come from a single-parent household. And, you know, whatever I can do to try to help out, you know, maybe get some new equipment, get some new, you know, books or whatever for the kids. I feel like that's my duty as a person, as an MC, and definitely as a kid who came from that same place, you know what I'm saying, to try to do something to kind of give back to the community. Staying relevant in the ever-changing, fast-paced, moving hip-hop, you know, like a lot of these new guys put out a song every week, a song every day, and like that's just not me. Like, you know, I'd rather pull out quality over quantity. But I do feel like every time I release a project, every time I put out a song, people know that they should check for it because they know it's going to be a certain level of quality. So it's like when everybody's zooming and speeding by with 4,000 and 5,000 songs, I'm dropping 1, 2, but they're memorable songs. They're songs that are going to last, you know, longer than your little MP3. These are actually musical masterpieces that are going to be here for a while. You know, when it's all said and done, I want people to say that that guy really gave a fuck. You know, more than just getting free clothes and doing shows and skipping lines and all the cool shit that comes with it. I want people to know I gave a fuck about hip hop. I care about the culture. I care about the people. Like, I pay homage. You know what I'm saying? Like, DJ Premier, a good friend of mine. Like, I still a little bit. You know what I mean? Every time I see him, every time he calls me, just a little bit. Like, yo, that's Gangstar B. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's Daily Operation. Like, that's Mass Appeal. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I care. It means the world to me to be in it. You know what I'm saying? To have these people as my peers, to have these people respect what I do, people that I grew up, you know, just mesmerized by. It means everything to me. So, you know, like, I care. I'm happy to be here. Like, genuinely, I'm happy to be here through all the fuckery and the ups and downs and the politics. It's still the greatest form of music to me, and it's a blessing to be a part of hip-hop. It's my album, For the Record, with production by some of the guys that I mentioned earlier, as well as Diamond D and Ninth Wonder and Crisis. It's my official debut album. I'm really proud of it. I got to say everything I wanted to say on it. So I just want people to sit down and really digest the entire album and you know, tell me how they feel about it. But I'm happy. You know, it's definitely a piece of work that I'm really proud of. I'm glad I was able to do it my way and do it on my own company. And now I'm just ready for the people to get it and hit the road. You know, hitting the road is very important. I'd like to thank everybody for checking. For those who aren't familiar with me, you know, all I ask is you maybe hit me on Twitter or do a Google search or do a YouTube search or something. If you long for an MC of the new era to give you that feeling that you got once upon a time, to approach music in the way that made you love music when you first started listening to hip-hop, I say get a kid a chance, man. Check me out. I'm not saying go buy everything. You know what I'm saying? If you want to download it, download it. But support as well. You know, if you want to download 4 songs and pay for 1, I'm cool with that. But check the music. You know, get involved. Get familiar. I'm going to be here for a minute. And for everybody that's already on board, much appreciated. I tip my hat to you. For everybody else, get your late pass and get on.